The most intense and holy moment of Yom Kipppur is Neilah, the moment that the Rebbeinu Shalom is about to close the gates. The last opportunity we have to grab on and return and do tshuva. It's the culmination of Elul, Rosh Hashanah, Aseret Yemei Tshuva, and Yom Kippur. When it comes to Neilah, what's going to be yours, Chus? How are you going to affect a change to be sealed in the Sefer HaChaim, the Book of Life? We have a Talmud from BJX, a young man who's a lifeguard on one of the beaches in Brooklyn. And you have to understand, Brooklyn is not Eretz Yisrael. We don't have separate beaches. This fellow grew up totally secular. He came to us, he learned, he grew, he changed. And he says to me one day, I think I'm giving up my job. I said, what? Really? He needs the money. He's been exposed to the most inappropriate things in the world growing up. I said, giving up your job? He says, yeah, I need Kedusha, Shmir Sinayim. I said, you're sacrificing so much. And he said, is there too much to sacrifice for Hashem? When it comes to Neilah, what are you going to sacrifice? The pasuk says, Adam ki yakriv mikem korban Hashem min habehema min habakar min hatzon. When a person gives a sacrifice to Hashem from the animals, from the cattle, and from the sheep, asks the Be'er Mayim Chaim. Astounding question. He says there's two redundancies here. Mikem, when a person brings from himself, he's bringing his animals. Obviously, he's bringing from himself. It's his resources. It's his provisions. Second of all, why does it have to say min habehema? It specifies. It says you're bringing from your cattle or your sheep. So why did the generalization? Why does it say min habehema? Answers the Heilige Be'er Mayim Chaim. He says the ultimate sacrifice is not bringing your animals, is not bringing from your money. The ultimate sacrifice is Adam ki yakriv mikem min habehema. The ultimate sacrifice is when you're giving from yourself min habehema, from the animal inside of you. We all have a nefesh behemoth. We all have animal instinct. We all have an animal impulse. God, more than the animals, more than your money, He wants you. He wants you to take that desire. He wants you to take that impulse. He wants you to take that temptation. He wants you to take the opportunity to look at something and say, no, I will not look. That is the sacrifice that He's looking for. Mikem min habehema, from the animal that resides in you. When you go to Neilah, think about the lifeguard from BGX. Think about that student who grew up secular, who was willing to give up a job, his income, because he said, I don't want to look at something inappropriate. He's giving Mikem, he's giving from himself. He's giving min habehema, he's giving the animal inside. Could you give from the animal inside of you at Neilah just when the gates are closing? Just when it's the last opportunity, the last chance, and you're going to say to Hashem, I want a schus, I want a merit. I am giving up that animal inside. I will not look. And then, Bez Hashem, you'll be inscribed, sealed in the Sefer HaChaim, the Book of Life.